Welcome to the final part of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Master System. Gimmick Mountain. Your lovely collision chaos Japanese music really gets me going. Plus, I love this palette. It's basically violet combined with purple. Again, there is a significant difference with violet and purple. And of course, you know, you got your navy, you got your heavily desaturated turquoise. And I'll be truthful, when it comes to, if you ever see me do digital art, desaturation is my forte. I love desaturation. It's one of the best things you can do. I can't get enough of it. Also, I don't know if I showed this off, but when you're in those mine carts, if you hold the down button, Sonic actually looks down to see what's below, even though nothing actually happens. Also, by the way, that part of the level is a pain in the dick, Cheney. If you're playing the Game Gear version, I don't like at all what you're supposed to do there. Because having to go through those platforms and avoid the spikes is just downright brutal. Also, I have 77 rings and I didn't get a 1-up. If you got 77 rings in a level, complete the level, and didn't get a 1-up, you get tails. You get miles on the screen. That is a continue. That is a continue. If you get a Sonic icon, that means you lost 2 chances, and you get one of them back. I don't know if you need a specific amount of rings for Sonic. If you have a multiple of 10, and in Sweet Relief, if you have 100 or 110, and so on and so forth, you end up getting a ring icon, which gives you 10 rings. Which, yeah, I like that. But still, that showcasing of me getting that particular Tails icon or Miles icon, that is the first time I have ever done that in my history of playing this game, because I never knew how to do it. I honestly never knew how to get that Miles icon. You see how hard it is to call him Miles? I've grown up with him being known as Miles. I saw him being known as Miles in the instruction booklet. I always used to press up, down, 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 up in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 menu. And I still do so today. I still do that today. It's never tiring. It's never boring. But that's a glitch. That's a glitch. By the way, has anybody ever done like a ridiculous rap to these lyrics? Seriously, I want somebody to fulfill this. Hashtag the Gimmick Mountain Challenge, or hashtag Gimmick Mountain Challenge, or Gimmick Mountain Rap. I want somebody to make a fully fledged rap of this and send it over to me. I will gladly have that in Roya's favorite YouTube soundtracks, Volume 3, which is about to reach 1,000 videos in terms of the amount of stuff that I added to the playlist. Of course, a good amount of them are gone now because of copyright strikes and whatnot that other people have gotten, or just because people closed their accounts. But you know, it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Not a bad thing at all. I like the sound of that. Now, by the way, you're noticing that I'm completely saying duck all to getting hit in this game. I don't think I've gotten hit at all throughout the course of this commentary. Is that a shocker? Well, then again, when you're somebody who uses BizHawk more than anybody else on the entire team, I think it kind of goes without saying. I think it's okay to have a virtually death-free or damage-free run. What I do feel bad about, however, is that, you know, the 8-bit games don't often get a lot of love when Sega releases a compilation title. Because I'll be truthful, you know, as somebody that has virtually the entire library of Master System and Game Gear titles, I do believe that the games deserve more love than they rightfully get. And I also do believe that all the Game Gear titles deserve a Master System widescreen hack. I mean, heck, you know, I have to applaud the people over at SMS Power for their ROM hack of Tails Adventure that basically ports the game over to the Master System in the utmost beautiful of fashions. And I'll be truthful, you know, one of the things I love about Lord Zernum's hack, Tails Adventure LX, I do believe that Tales Adventure LX is going to be a very, very great title. It's one that I view as basically... I mean, you know, I always have an easy time playing Tales Adventure. I've never had a rough time playing it. But thanks to the fact that we have the existence of Tales Adventure LX, you know, it's as easy as it could possibly get. I mean, Doc, you can use every single item at your disposal. You can have every single item that you collected in your inventory at once. You don't have to hold 4 items. When you lose all your health, it's not a game over. It's the Final Fantasy VI logic of the way that... Well, if you played the PlayStation version of Final Fantasy VI, the PSX version of Final Fantasy VI, if your entire party lost all their health, even though it would be rendered as a game over, you actually kept all of your experience. I love that. I love that. And in the case of Tales Adventure LX, if you get a game over, I don't know if you keep all your items, but you continue with the amount of health that you left off on. So if you got a game over in that room, if you got a game over in a certain room in Tales Adventure LX, and you had, like, I'd say 99 health points, the maximum you could possibly get, you restart with 99. However, it can kind of stab you into Dick Cheney. It can punch you into Dick Cheney if you had like 3 health points going into it, like how Ben, like how Ben, also known as Red Hot Sonic, had during his run of what was it? During Tales of Adventure LX. You know, when he was about to fight the boss, he only had like I guess 3 health points. He only had 3 health points, but he managed to find a way for it to work in real time. What emulator do you use, Ben? Do you use what is it? Sega Fusion? Seriously, switch to BizHawk. You'll thank me later. BizHawk is far better when it comes to handling SMS and Game Gear emulation, at least in my view. I believe that it's far better by comparison, and it's easier to record in 60 frames a second with BizHawk as opposed to using Sega Fusion. Going back to this, however, now we're on Scrambled Egg Act 3, and unfortunately, this is the end of the game for most of you that did not get all the Chaos Emeralds. Because if you did not get the 5 Chaos Emeralds, you would not be able to get Emerald number 6. Now, when I beat Silver Sonic here, what you're going to see is, unfortunately, the way I did it is that normally Silver Sonic is supposed to drop the 6th Chaos Emerald after you beat him. That unfortunately doesn't happen here. It just looks like I didn't get the emerald, so thus I'm going to give you the bad ending. Now, Silver Sonic has changed, I'd say, but you see, the difference with this version as opposed to the 16-bit version is he has ball physics. I mean, look at that. He's not spiky, and he has some kind of big anus wrench that comes out of his chest that damages you. Now you see that? Normally, I think there's a yellow or a silver emerald that comes out of him, but as you see, that didn't happen. In the Game Gear version, it happens. But of course, now we're subjected to the bad ending. Well, at least this is the normal ending if you don't get all the emeralds. And basically, what is happening here is, you know, Sonic's just running through Green Hills Zone. And of course, at the very end, you know, it's nighttime. He decides to look up in the sky, and you see Miles. So it makes you assume that Miles got murdered by Robotnik, but no. In reality, Miles is still held captive. So the way that I'm using this is basically saying, like, hey, these credits is just kind of like an intermission. It's just like an end of the normal mode, the end of the normal story. And, July King. Is it July or Die? Or Die? It's still pronounced July. Who cares? I love this music. Especially the fact that, it kind of has that tambourine feel. You know what I'm talking about. You know those tambourines that are used in I'm Black, Y'all? Made by Something for the People, as well as I don't know, Yo Home the Bel Air. When you're listening to the background, you hear this, And that's a tambourine. All these years I thought it was just drums that were so unique, or a special synthesizer, but no, that's a tambourine. Whenever I make rap music, I want to emulate that feel. I want to emulate that kind of sound. It's what I believe is perfect. If you don't have that in your rap music, you are not a true 90s rapper. Unfortunately, after 1996, that kind of tambourine beat kind of, I guess, went on the decline, which is kind of a shame. You know, I kind of would have liked for that to have improved, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Sadly, not the case. But now, what we're gonna see here is gonna see Sonic looking up at the screen, and there you go. You got Miles. That sound effect is not in the Master System version, just to clarify. That's only in the Game Gear version. There's also like a when the end symbol shows up, but unfortunately we don't get that here. But we're gonna get something we don't often ever see. The continue screen! Yes! I've only seen this in very choppy frame rate on YouTube. But this is like the first pseudo 60 frame. Well, actually, no. This is 30 frames running in 60 frames a second, or no, it's 60 and a 30. But yes, when you beat the game, now you get the continue screen, and now we can go into Crystal Egg Zone, the final level of the game. And I will be truthful, this is the utmost beautiful base that Robotnik has ever created. Seriously, why the duck don't we have this for, I would have loved this for terminal velocity in Sonic Adventure 6 over anything we got. I mean, heck, whatever the volcano zone was in what was it, Sonic Adventure 8? You know, I wouldn't have wanted a volcano being the final zone. We already had Lava Reef. Lava Reef was enough for us. And by the way, even though I got 77 rings, but I got a 1-up, so that doesn't count there. But still, this is one of the utmost beautiful levels I've ever seen. Why the heck hasn't this been redone? And I'll be truthful, like, some of the aesthetics you see on, like, the, some of, like, the diagonal designs on the blocks and whatnot, it kind of reminds me of, it actually kind of reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog Mania, because, whatever the city level is, I'm gonna have to look into it again, but, Something-opolis. It's not Casinopolis or Urbanopolis, it's something entirely different. Crystalopolis? Chrysopolis? But yeah, either way, I love that kind of design on the blocks, and I love the fact that, you know, the street designs kind of have that too. It's not as translucent as it is here, but it still gets the job done very, very well. Heck, I wonder what the heck this would look like on, like, in a Chaotix hack. I'm sure that it would look very shiny and very, I don't know, very neon-like. But if somebody can do, like, a spot-on Super 32X conversion of Crystal Egg Zone, I would gladly try to speed run that for you. Also, by the way, we're gonna go to this monitor there. That monitor that I just hit, a lot of you might not know what that actually is. If you took a look in the data, it appears to be an image of Sonic running at maximum speed with like a few streaks. That's a continue. That's a continue. You want that if you lose all your chances. By the way, Crystal Egg Zone Act 3, we're about to fight the final boss. Why is the ending music playing? There's no final boss! Yay! No final boss! So are we gonna rescue Tails? Tails isn't here! Tails isn't here, so we get a Tails signpost instead. Oh, well. Well, it's not bad. At least we got 10,000 points out of it. But here is how you really do this boss fight in the original S2SR with rings. Wow! The level select is so beautiful. Just to clarify, that's not actually the real, that's not the real Level Select music. There is no Level Select music for either version. That's actually an original composition by me. What do I call it? Intermolten Entrance. That is basically the music that we're going to be using on this channel for intermissions. And I'll be truthful, that track, I mean, even though it's a 15-second loop, it's ducking beautiful. It's ducking beautiful. I'm glad that I made that. I just conjured it up within, like, I'd say 20-30 minutes in FL Studio 12 on August 1. So, yeah, that was definitely lovely. I did that at, like, around, what, like 4 or 5 in the afternoon? Eastern Standard Time. By the way, this pipe is your friend in this boss fight. You want to be in this pipe, because you don't ever get hurt by any of the, you don't get hurt by any of these projectiles. You truly want to make sure that you have this, or else you will lose a chance. Now, I think there's at least 50 rings. I get 46 out of these 50 rings, assuming that there is 50. And I'll be truthful, this boss fight is indeed one of the harder fights in the entire series. This is why Sonic 2 8-bit is considered the hardest game in the original series. Just because of boss fights with 0 rings. I mean, heck, if you thought the Egg Exterminator was hard in Sonic 2, if you thought Silver Sonic and the Egg Exterminator were hard in Sonic 2, you haven't played Sonic 2 8-bit. But, you know, after we failed to catch down Robotnik, I wonder why Robotnik is still faster than Sonic, we saved Miles. So I get my 46 rings and I get my 9,000. No, I'm not going to be Vegeta today. Either way, we get the good ending. Now, this is one of the only videos on YouTube at this point in time that actually have the Master System version with the Game Gear good ending music. The only other time I've seen this is actually a video that dates back to either 2012 or 13. Somebody noticed, like, hey, there's no video of the good ending music from the Game Gear version on the SMS ending, so I thought, hey, why not just deliver it here? And that's basically what you're seeing. You're seeing this. Again, had I known that the original Master System version didn't have this in the first place, heck, I didn't find out until 2010 or 11 that it didn't have the Game Gear good ending music. Heck, I didn't even know about the Game Gear good ending music for a good amount of years, at least I think until 11 or 12. So it was kind of nice for me to be able to, you know, listen to it now. I mean, this is a very upbeat track. This is a very upbeat track. It definitely serves better than the normal ending music for this portion. It kind of makes me wonder, though, why didn't Sonic Paradox remix this for Sonic Shorts Volume 8? I would have preferred this, Doc. But no. In all due respect, I love Sonic Paradox. You know, I've been following them for a good amount of years. I've been following them since 2011. Gabriel had actually introduced me to them. So yeah, you know, you folks do extremely well in what you do. Good luck with Sega Shorts if you haven't released it. Good luck with other endeavors that you guys are still doing. Even though you folks are, you guys got, your personal lives, you got college and whatnot. I would love to see you folks come back and just deliver something entirely new. You guys are some of the better animators we've seen in modern day. Who knows, perhaps we'll see some of you folks making animations for some of the 3D games. I would love that. I love that. That would be beautiful. That'd be some beautiful and cool stuff. But now we're at the end of the game and we get to see Sonic and Miles in the stars. That's lovely. Yes. I feel horrible that I didn't get that sound effect. Oh well. But still, that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2 8-bit. Oh, just punch me in the Dick Cheney, why not? Give me a game over screen. Okay, I'll remember that next time. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World does this. No, this game did it first. Before Scott Pilgrim, this game did it first. Either way, very fun time. Fun time. So, what's next? Well, let's see. Well, in the Sonic series, what we're going to be going to next is the 5th title released in the series, Sonic the Hedgehog CD. So we'll be seeing that at some point. And also we're going to be tackling Side Pocket 2, or at least the Genesis version. We'll be getting to the Saturn version later on. So, I don't know. Do I want to have a Q&A session for Side Pocket 2, or do I want to save that for the Saturn version? You know, I think I'll probably save that for the Saturn version. But yeah. So I'll just give you the basics of what Side Pocket 2 on the Genesis will be under the name of Minnesota Fat's Pool Legend. And then we'll go to the Japanese Saturn Side Pocket 2, and that'll be a Q&A sesh. So, you know, if you have any questions, you know, feel free to pose those questions either on Twitter or Ask FM or even on my personal Facebook profile, and I'll get to you eventually. I'll get to you, and I'll make sure to have those for the sesh whenever we get to the Saturn version of Side Pocket 2. It'll be a lovely time for all. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Stick around for Sonic CD when the time comes. I'm out. Have a good day, night, dawn, dusk, afternoon, evening, late night, after dark. Did I say after dark before? Whenever the duck you happen to be watching this video. Either way, enjoy, friends.